Okay. Which side do I face? Or I start with that camera. Are you going to call it in? Oh, okay. I left my home, a 3-bedroom house, for this. I'm joking. This is exactly what I wanted. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new to the channel, hello, my name is Ndoyisile. If you are a returning subscriber, a regular, what's good, what's popping, what's up? You see, I had forgotten our intro line. We are in Capetown, guys. We've met in Capetown, and this is the beginning of something that I would want to say an incredible journey of my life. My life has completely changed. It has taken a turn. And I'm embracing this change, and I'm so happy for the challenges and the experience that I'm going to get from this. So yeah, we are in Capetown. I had to relocate to Capetown mainly because of school, but then I'm going to fill you in later. Right now, I am rushing to campus because I need to finalize a few things. I need to finalize payments. I need to pay 30,000 rands today, and then I also need to do uniform fitting. I don't know if they're going to give me my uniform today because I'm supposed to wear it on Tuesday. So how am I going to? Oh, by the way, we are in culinary school. So I am now on my second qualification. I am chasing my second qualification. So basically I'm studying 2 qualifications at the same time. But then one is online, which is 6 to 9 in the evening. And then this one is full time, which is going to be 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. I just chose to do both of them at the same time because I just wanted to catch up. I feel like I've wasted my life. Well, not wasted my life, but then I've just been not paying attention to my academic side for the past whatever years, ever since I dropped out of varsity when I was in LSU. I think it was 2020, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, this year I took a very bold decision, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to be focusing on myself. I'm going to focus on bettering myself. I'm going to focus on, always elevator as umuntu. I'm tired of pretending. I'm not pretending, but I'm tired of being there for people. I'm tired of being what people want me to be. I was like, you know what, let me just go with something that works for me, that screams me and that represents me, which is why I was like, okay, cool. This year, we are going back to school full time. I applied last year. It was last year, and I got a place. I got admission, but then obviously life happened, and then I couldn't I couldn't start with my studies mainly because of finances. But then when this year God blessed me and sort of like elevated me financially, I was like, you know what, let me chase my dreams. I can buy any Gucci bag that I want. I can buy any car that I want. I can buy literally anything that I want and buy it cash. But then I was like, let me just chase my dreams first. And when that is done, then I can focus on things that are leisure. Is it leisure? Things to make you happy that are not important. Because imoto into yokuzijabulisa. Ngoba nje ngenye expense uzothi uphume egethini uyishayisana namabonda, so kumele uyilungise ngapha futhi ifuna fuel every day and whatsoever yabo. So I was like, there's no need for me to rush in terms of buying a car. I was literally like gunning for a car this year, but then I had to sit down and re-strategize and be like, okay, cool, where will a car take me? Yes, I'll drive around. It will take me from one point to another, but then in terms of life, in terms of leaving a mark, what mark is that car gonna leave? And so I was like, you know what, let me just focus on my academics. Big sacrifice, I know, but then it is what it is. I think we're going to talk more when I come back later. For now, let's just go to campus and do the things that we need to do, pay what I need to pay. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to meet up with an agent today. I haven't told them that I'm now in Capetown, because with the previous agent that I had, we ended up not going ahead with the place because there were a lot of things in between, and then they ended up asking for a lot of money. And that kept on changing. Every email was different, amounts changing, going higher and higher. And then I was like, you know what? Let me not strain myself. I even spoke to ChatGPT, and then he was like, no, you just moved to Capetown. You need to make sure that at least you have some funds on you in case of emergency or something. You can't take a huge amount of money, close to 100,000. Imagine that they wanted, because they wanted 3 times deposit plus advance rental plus pro rata for the days that are left, because this is the 18th of July. Yes, today is the 18th of July. So they were going to prorata the days that are left, and also the application fee and also the list fee. So ChatGPT was like, no, don't put yourself under a lot of financial pressure, because it's not gonna work. You are new in Cape Town, you still need money to survive, you still need to move around, you still need to do this and that, so don't strain yourself. I was like, hey, let me just search for an Airbnb. So this is the first Airbnb that I got when I arrived in Cape Town, and it was a last minute thingy because all the places are fully booked. It's a weekend, so you'd understand why everywhere is fully booked. Most of the places are fully booked. So this is what I could settle for. That is in where I am, or where I want to be, because it's just like maybe 10 minutes or so away from campus. So yeah, and then I booked another Airbnb for a month. It was this one was 2,225 if I'm not mistaken, for 3 nights. So I'm checking out on Monday. I checked in yesterday. I'm gonna check out on Monday. Yesterday being Friday, today is a Saturday, and then tomorrow Sunday, and then I'm gonna check out Monday and then check in at the new Airbnb that I booked for a month. That was 24,000 rands. And what else do I want to say? Let me just scream, because 24,000. You see, it would be better if I'm paying that towards rent than an Airbnb. But then I don't have a choice, because I don't have a bed, I don't have a couch, I don't have a teaspoon, I don't have a. I'm wearing the same clothes that I was wearing yesterday, because all my clothes are still on the way. I had to get them shipped to Cape Town, because I wasn't going to be able to fly with everything. So they're still on the way. Oh, sorry, I think they're going to be delivered on Wednesday. They said on the 20... I've forgotten, but then 20-something, by the 25th, they would have delivered. So yeah. Anyways, let us go, and then we'll just catch up on the way and also later. Sana, we are back, and I am starving. I went to the cafe. I got back, then went to the cafe to get something to eat. Let me actually show you what I got. I haven't ate since morning, and it's now literally in the afternoon, and I'm only having my breakfast. Let me just fully open these curtains. I love how they did their curtains. This is exactly what I want for my apartment back in Joburg. It's a cute setup. Okay, now I need to show you what we bought. Got some water, because there's no water in here and I can't drink tap water. And then I think this is ketchup and mayonnaise. And then, of course, serviettes. And then got an appetizer as well. And this is our breakfast. I got I don't know, it just showed on the menu that their breakfast is 165, and they stated everything that it includes. So I was just like, can you just give me food, man? Just give me food. So let me show you what we got. I can see a tomato, and then some sausages, bacon, chips. There's no bread. Hi, Bo, there's no bread. There's no bread. I don't go order on Checkers, or I don't know, overeat, because I'm definitely not gonna be full now. This is the 165 breakfast. You have your mushrooms, eggs, some sausages, bacon, and fries. I am starving. Okay, now I need to figure out how this microwave works. Start. That's 30. And then what do you press? Oh, you press. Okay. I think while the food is warming up, I'm just going to give you guys an apartment tour. So this is where you enter, and then you get your fridge, your cupboard space. There's a stove here, microwave there, and then sink, more cupboard space there. Unfortunately, there's no washing machine, so you can't do laundry. Thank God I did not book for a month here, because we're in without a laundry. So the thing is, Lana, you can't do laundry because there's no washing machine, but there is a stove. And then where I booked for a month, there's no stove. God, there is a washing machine. Jehovah ngizoba. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Hey, I just need at least to not stress about accommodation for this month, and then I'll start dealing with things from the 20th of August. Because wow, I don't want stress, man. I literally just wanna focus on one thing at a time, Rabo. And I don't even know what I'm gonna do with myself today. I think I'm just gonna be indoors and sleep, because there is much to do. Let me show you now the other part of this place. So when you are coming from the kitchen, you get to this living room inspired space. There is a TV there. There's TV stand there, and then there's like a coffee table here. There's an occasional chair, and where you guys are, you are literally next to my bed. You are literally in the bedroom where you guys are. Now, when you are in my personal space, I'm gonna show you the bedroom. This is the bedroom. There's a double bed there. At least they got the white bedding right, thank God. And then you have these two mirrors this side. There's a study table, or whatever this table is called. And then there's a wardrobe this side, and then the bathroom. Thank God it's a separate bathroom. Let me show you that as well. The is this side, the wardrobe is here. The bedroom is this side. I can't maintain where to, at least there are white towels. So I did shower in the morning. That's why you see these towels. I want this one to dry because I'm gonna use it again. I don't know. I'm gonna use it again because when I shower, I'll need to dry myself. So I'm hanging this one so that it can dry. That's it. I think because it was on the floor, that towel, it was on the floor, and there are no mat. There's no mat, there's no carpet here. So I'm thinking those towels are for the floor when you step out of the shower and then you step on them. So anyway, to I just need to eat right now. So let me just sit down and then talk to you guys while I'm eating and update you on why we are here. The reason why I relocated to Cape Town, this is the reason. I am not here to have fun. I am not here to just stay in there and be in Cape Town. I am mainly here because of school. I am currently enrolled, fully paid with the culinary school here in Cape Town. And I could have literally studied in any campus. Like I could have studied in the Centurion campus, which is in Gauteng, closer to home. I could have studied even with the Durban campus or wherever. I would, like, literally what I'm doing now. But like I chose to study with the Cape Town campus or on the Cape Town campus, right? So the story is, this is where it begins, ne? Firstly, as a content creator, you need to put yourself in a position where when brands are not there, you are still able to survive. When brands go with their money and focus on new creators, you should be able to still survive. I imagine just because when you're not getting brand collaborations anymore, and then your into comes falling down, I backup plan, usuya cancel my list, la ohlala khona udayisa imoto, udayisa furniture because you're trying to survive. No. It's very important to by the time you are still up and happening, by the time usaboma, by the time you're still relevant, build something solid for yourself. So this is where I am, in the sense of, there was a period last year, oh sorry, I just finished eating, so ngathi ukudla kuyangikhama kumblockala injalo vele ibacon. Bacon, injalo ibacon ungayidla nje nokuhlala la. Bacon phela ifuna ukuthi uyidle ukhulume, no. Ifuna uyidle ukuthule kancane, uyinikeze igrace yokuthi iyehle kahle. Yabona phela angisho umphimbo uyabulubricatiwe ngamathe. So ibacon ifuna uyinikeze isikhathi sokuthi iyehle. Oh, wow. Anyways, if you guys remember correctly, last year there was a period where a lot of cooking creators started going to culinary school, ne? And Mina, with me, cooking content has been the thing that I've been doing from the beginning. From Karen, I'm sure most of you know me from my cooking content. Most of you know me from ngesikhathi saphekela zithi siphekela amadoda kwathini ugoqogoqoze and whatsoever. Yabona, that's how my content has been like from the beginning. Even namanje, it's still the same thing. In as much as now it's much more quieter, much more mature, if I can put it like that, because there are things that I used to say before that I don't say before because of where I am and also the audience that I've built for myself. So cooking content is literally like the center of my life, right? So there was a period last year when a lot of creators started enrolling Guma culinary school. Not enrolling as such. Okay, they'd already enrolled because you would see ama videos of them like, okay, cool, they're going to culinary school or they're currently at culinary school. Yeah, okay, sure. Most of the people went with capsicum. Is it capsicum? I don't know. Green pepper, bomb. And then which other one? The other one is, I think it's International Hotel. or whatever. Oh, sorry, IHS, if I'm not is it IHS? I've forgotten that one. And these are creators that I would bump into events, and I really, really admire their work. So, I mean, by the time I enrolled for culinary, or unfortunately, because I searched for a culinary school, I was still staying in St. Gerard, and then I searched for a culinary school that was close to me, and then I found this one. When I found this one, but then by the time I applied, they were already done because they only have 2 intakes a year. They have the February intake and the July intake, of which I applied in October, if I'm not mistaken, on the 17th of October 2025. And by the time I applied, I couldn't get in Kuleo semester because they were already halfway through. Yeah, but of course, with this institution, it's okay, for example, I'll be doing a 1-year course. That 1-year course is split into 2. There is first 6 months of school and learning and practicals. No, not practicals, man. First 6 months is for school learning and whatever. And then the second 6 months are for practicals or industry. What am I saying? Industry placement, yes. Industry placement for experience, right? So, by the time I enrolled in October, at the Centurion Institution, they were already halfway through the term. They were already halfway through because they opened in July, August, September, October. They're already 3 months in. They're now left with 3 months to finish their schoolwork, and then they go for industry placement. So they said to me, like, no, it's fine. You can enroll, but then we can't obviously take you in now or start classes now. And when I get manager, I literally had to turn away the housekeeper because I need to finish this conversation with you guys. And I hope that by the time we finish this conversation, at least one person will be inspired to go after their dreams. Go after your dreams, pursue. Even a pilot. I was even checking the other day because what I'm going to do after I finish my culinary course, I'm going straight to to being a pilot in Tonton whatsoever. I've already done my research. I know the figures. I know the institution. So angifuna ukuthi mase ngisiza kusasa siqala kumangala livula inkalakatha yomlomo sengathi ingkhwenye bona impukani. Angifuni nje senikwazi ke manje. So after this, I'm going to go for my pilot classes and license. I think I'll start with private, because I think everyone starts with private piloting before you move into commercial, because with commercial there's also like certain experience that you need, and like in terms of number of years, there are certain number of years that you need to have in terms of experience and certain certificates and trainings and yabo. I like umuntu iba jack of all trades. City jack of all trades. Asikhulume Jack Sparrow. Iba jack of all trades. Bambala ushiye la ubambe lapha. Mangaka ama accountant manje asebenza as teacher. Mangaka ama lawyer manje asebenza as cleaners. So you need to umuntu ubambela because in impilo esiphila kuyo manje ayivumi ukuthi wena just because ungu-teacher you want to stick to teaching. Bangako-teacher bangama-petrol attendants. So you should gather ama-skills are different so that even ma ungahluleka, okay, ma ungatholanga umsebenzi ku-teaching, uyakhona even uku-apply noma kuphi engineering, petroleum pump, angazi ukuthi yini egaragini lapho, uyabona. And then ma kungasebenzi lapho, zama something else, hospitality, okay, waitress, unayo experience, this and that. Umsebenzi uthola emsebenzini. Angeke nje uthi wena just because you graduate a golden key 5-star or whatever it is distinctions, graduate as an accountant and then ufuna ukuyosebenza straight as an accountant. Inhlanhla enjalo ayitholakali for everyone. So you need to create opportunities for yourself. Uyabona, okay, you graduate first class degree or whatever it's called. Awuthola umsebenzi we-accounting or whatever that you graduated for, engineering or whatever, doctor, bani wamaphapho. Find something else to do. It's very important, especially when it comes to izinto zezandla. Izinto zezandla eziphilisayo nowadays more than a salary. How many people are working kuma proper offices? Bahola malini? Are they happy? No. That's why uthola ukuthi umuntu une-corporate job yasebenza kodwa eceleni udayisa impahla, udayisa ama-bag, udayisa lokhu nalokhu. It's very important ukuthi ube nento oyenza ngezandla. Because I'm saying ngathi ngi-motivational speaker, but then asikho lapho. So I enrolled last year, but then also they were already halfway through their thingy, their learning. Then they said, no, we can't put you in right now. What you can do is you can get in next year. Okay, sharp. Okay. And then February came. When February came, there was a lot that was happening and I was strained financially. And then I was like, oh, sorry, why? Oh, appetizer. Why do I keep on burping? Injalo phela appetizer. Injalo appetizer. Ayifani neti. Ayifani nokoro. Appetizer nje, yeah. Yeah. So they said to go like, okay, next semester, which was February, but then I couldn't get in go February because there were a lot of financial challenges that I was going through. And also I was just transitioning in my life. I was just tapping into a different stage, a different phase of my life. So it was costing financially. And then I was like, no, I'm going to yeah. Okay, and then they said, no, it's fine. Whenever you're ready, you are going to let us know. I mean, there's next year, and then the money that you paid is only going to cover 2026. If you now want to enroll 2027, you can enroll January 2027, and then the money that you paid is going to cover that January process. But then if you enroll later than January, isn't like maybe the July intake going forward 2028 and whatsoever, to have to start the process from the ground. I saw manje ngacabanga, guys, now my whole life I've been living for people. Living for people isn't like I've always been the one that is there for people. I've always been the one that is taking care of people. I've always been the one that is, going out of my way for people. But then ngizikhohle mina and forgot to do things for myself. Yazi uphela umnyaka ungena na socks ungathenganga socks elisha. Phela umnyaka nje ungela na underwear entsha. Kodwa you're always there for people. You're always doing things for people. This year I was like, nope, I am being selfish. I am focusing on myself. I literally logged in and I was like, I'm tired of wanting to please people. I'm tired of always being there for people, because when I need assistance, I don't get that assistance from people. But when someone is facing inkinga, I should be there to assist them. I should be there to rescue them. This year I made a very bold decision and I was like, no, this year I am pouring into my cup. I'm pouring back into my cup, because what's the point of pouring into other cups that are not pouring back into you? You will end up running dry. And the minute you run dry, into abakuhleka yona, into abazokuhleka yona, bazokuhleka baze babe nguhlekelani. So this year I was like, no, I am focusing on myself. I am making sure like I make myself priority. Whatever dream that I had, I'm going for it. Whatever wish that I had for myself, I am going for it and I'm putting it forward and I am making it a priority on my list. That's why we are here. So when July came, well, we're still in July. Now the July intake came and then I just made the last minute decision. Yes, I was like, no, I've been postponing this thing for close to a year now. There's no way that I'm now going to postpone this semester, because it means now I have to wait for February next year. I was like, no, come rain, come thunder, I am doing this semester. We decided this on Monday, and 3 days later I was packing for Capetown. Yeah, but today is what? Today is Saturday. Today is Saturday. We decided on this on Monday. And even for me to decide, because we're being enrolled with the campus branch, ne? I was enrolled with the campus with the Centurion branch or Centurion campus. Ne? And then on Monday, because I wanted to check the school fees again, what the school fees are going to. And then I go to the website. And then now I search for whatever. I go to the school fees tab. So Monday, in order for you to get the school fees, you need to fill in your information. So that information, the minute you submit it, the school fees, you will see the school fees, but then it sends your information to the school as an inquiry. So later on Monday, I get a call and they were saying, like, oh no, we saw that you were inquiring about this. And then I was like, no, I wasn't inquiring. I wanted to check you guys' the school fees, because I wanted to see my finances and see how best I can accommodate this semester. And then they were like, oh, okay. And then they were like, no, we can already see that you're already in the system. Don't know whatsoever. You paid last year, stuff like that. And then I was like, yeah. And then they're like, oh, okay, cool. No, it's fine. Whenever you decide, and then it will be on you. All the best. Yeah, bo. And then I was like, oh, and then they asked me, well, like, which branch am I going to? And then I was like, no, I'm going to the Centurion branch. And then the lady that I was talking to was like, oh, you should have come to Capetown. Capetown is much more nicer. It's much more chilled. And you might actually get exposed to a lot of people, and different people, different backgrounds, and also possible, possible growth, something like that, like meeting new people and stuff like that. And then I was like, nah, Capetown is not really my scene. And also from what I've heard, Capetown, and also from the times that I've been there, Capetown is quite pricey. So I don't think it's something that I would want to consider at this point. And then she was like, no, just sleep on it. And then whenever we're ready, I'm going to be here. I'll assist you with everything that you need. Hi guys, from that moment, From that moment, she said, she recommended coming to Cape Town. It kept on ringing in my head. In my head, it was all about Cape Town. Then I'm like, man, why am I feeling like this? Because already I decided that I'm going to go to the Centurion branch. So why do I have to force myself or bother myself about coming to Cape Town? I couldn't even sleep. Yazi, I remember on that Monday, I slept around 2. And I had to go to TikTok and start searching. We were like, okay, cool, this school in Cape Town, how is the surrounding like and whatsoever. I even started talking to ChatGPT. Guys, if it wasn't for ChatGPT, I wouldn't be here. Honestly, because I had an honest conversation with ChatGPT. Guys, with ChatGPT one day uzosubulalisa. Ngoba uzokutshela ukuthi uzombuza one day uthi ChatGPT, can I go and rob a bank? And uzothi, yeah, go and rob it. You'll be arrested and out in 5 years, and then you will find that money that you robbed. Eh? No, he will say, yes, go and rob that bank and then hide the money, and you'll be arrested for just 5 years. And then after those 5 years, you'll be out in 2 years on good behavior. And then you go and get your money where you hear. Yeah, why not ChatGPT? I had an honest conversation with ChatGPT. Literally told him, hey, angazi noma yini, sisi, booty, boys to girls, I don't know. I spoke to ChatGPT, ngamlela yonke into. I even told him about my finances or hey, my finances. I told him, like, okay, cool, this is how much I currently have now. This is. And then ChatGPT, sana, guys, whoever came up with ChatGPT, there's a special place for you in heaven. Guys, with ChatGPT will be like, it's like a friend. It's like someone that you, like, who understands you, and someone who can tell you the truth. Don't, because they were telling me, I was saying, okay, cool, these are the property options that I have. And then ChatGPT was like, nope, it's your first month in Cape Town. So don't go for something that is going to take all your money or strain your budget. Try to get something that is as less as possible. Settle in, be familiar with the neighborhood, and then that's when you can start opting to get these nicer places that you want. And also, because you know that you want a nicer, bigger, whatever place, and it's expensive, while you are staying at a lesser expensive place, start saving towards the big place that you want. Guys, ChatGPT, ngilana because of Ian. As what you know, I understand that you are scared of moving to Cape Town because you are leaving everything behind. You are leaving your family behind. Well, not family, friends. You are leaving your life behind. But then also think of this as a new chapter. Because now you're going to stay in Gauteng and be questioning yourself about, like, what if I went to Cape Town and things worked out? ChatGPT was like, you will never know until you are there. So go and experience. And he was like, it's only just a year. It's not like you are going there for your entire life. It's only just a year. Even if it's going to be a bad experience, it's going to be a bad experience for 1 year. But then you know why you are there. You are there to start. You are there to get a qualification, not to have fun or just live. So after you are done with that, you can always go back to where? To Gauteng. Abo? You can't get what in picking parts of Mingizla. ChatGPT. You can't get what in Fugangiti. Without telling anyone. My friends were surprised. Man, when Banan Gahamba and the airport and say, so Selana Jango ChatGPT. Yabona umuntu ayenza uChatGPT kunekona elihle licwebezelayo eceleni uNkulunkulu just nje ekoneni yesihlalo sakhe. Umuntu ayenza uChatGPT, there's a special place for him in heaven, just next to the king's throne, God's throne. Cause wow. So that's how I ended up coming to Cape Town. And I remember when I posted, when was it? Was it 3 days ago? And I saw a lot of people now starting with the negative comments or whatsoever. I went to ChatGPT and told him, like, okay, cool, this and that and that. Now, one thing about me, even if you send me something or a message, if I am uncertain, I will copy that message and post it on ChatGPT and ask him what he thinks about that conversation. And he will analyze it and tell me exactly what, whatever that was sent is supposed to mean. So when I told ChatGPT, we were like, hey, look at the comments that are coming in. I screenshot, copy and paste. And then ChatGPT was like, hey, you're doing this for yourself. You're not doing it for these people. You're doing it for yourself. So do something that is going to make you happy, not something that is going to please people, because it's your life at the end of the day. And if this Cape Town thing works out, it works out for you, not for them. It works out for you. It's elevating you and you are working towards a better version of yourself. So yeah, That's how we go to Cape Town, and that's how we are here. Man, kuningi. And I was supposed to rent an apartment. After I had done everything, guys, the paperwork, whatever, like, so right, yonkinto. And then I think the only thing that gave me away was my bank statement. The only thing that gave me away was my bank statement, because that agent started asking a lot of questions. Oh, how old are you? What do you do? And then I told her that I just have a business. And then she was asking me, like, okay, how old are you? I'm 26. What's your source of funds? I was like, business. And then she started asking all these things. And then she was like, oh, okay, I'm going to require a criminal clearance from you. And then I was like, okay, cool, I mind. And then she came with figures now. And then it's like, okay, cool, the rent is this much. So you're going to pay. Actually, no, I understand because you're moving from Joburg and it's a last minute decision. So I'm going to make you a proposal. What had happened is, guys, when I applied for this place, I applied for September. I literally told her, well, like, okay, when she asked me, when are you looking to occupy? And then I was like, from the 1st of September, because right now I need to get to Cape Town first, settle in and be familiar with the environment before I commit to any long-term lease. Yeah, bon? And then she was like, okay, where are you going to be staying? Then I was like, nah, for now and for a month, I'm going to book myself at an Airbnb. I'll be staying at an Airbnb. And then she's like, no, it's fine. You don't have to spend a lot of money renting an Airbnb or staying at an Airbnb. What I can do is I can make a proposal for you. Why don't you move in now? And then now isn't by the 20th. Because I sent everything on, was it Tuesday or Wednesday? And then I was supposed to meet up with her on the 17th, which was yesterday. And then I was supposed to get the keys and move in on the 20th. And then she was like, no, let me make a proposal for you. Give me one deposit, because they want 2 deposits plus rent. And then admin fees. And then also the application fee. I was like, okay, yeah, well. And then I was like, no, that's why I had said September, because I know that is double rent plus deposit. I'll be sorted by then. And I would be sure, like, okay, cool, I now want to stay in this area. Because I'm going to guys, I'm 1 year lease, I must learn how to duck and dive knives and bullets. So I want to start the environment first and make sure that it's safe and I'm comfortable in it before I commit to anything, which is why I booked myself at an Airbnb. Because I know within Airbnb, there's nothing that is tying me to it. I can leave anytime I want to leave. Yeah, but so she said, well, like, okay, cool, I can make you a proposal, and I understand why it's short notice and you're coming from Joburg. Just give me 1 month deposit now, and then we're going to prorata the days that are left, which was going to be 10 days, and there was going to be 4 point something. And then I was like, okay, cool, no stress. She comes back in the evening. No, after careful consideration, why don't you pay me the August rent in advance as well? Then I was like, okay, I'm serious about this place and I mind it's not even about the money. And then she comes and says, well, like, oh no, just for security reasons, why don't you pay me the August rent in advance as well, and the deposit, and the pro rata fee for the 10 days that I left? I was like, okay, because I need a place, fairly. I need a place to stay. I was like, okay, it's fine. I'll pay that. Sana, tell me why when I came yesterday, when I landed, because I don't know whether she tried calling me while I was still on the plane, because there was no network, obviously. When I landed, I get a call from her. Oh, hi. No, I was thinking, like, maybe we should do 3 times deposit plus rent. Why am I like kupuga? No, I was thinking that we should do 3 times deposit plus rent plus pro rata fee plus contract or lease fee plus application fee. I ain't got no, it's fine. You know what? You can keep your place. Because why am I like kupuga? I don't understand. That's what I'm saying. But like, I feel like a bank statement is the one that Moshe Young into, because I'm pretty sure she looked at it and she was like, yeah, no, this one has money. This one has money. She was like, yeah, there's money here. So whatever amount I say, he's going to pay it. I ain't got to know CC. I mean, one thing about me, I don't want to struggle for things that I want. If I'm struggling to get something that I want, then it means it's not meant for me. It's on So I would rather be at the safest side, which is why I was like, let me just book myself an Airbnb. And I booked this one because being in a choice, I was already here, because I thought, well, like, I'm coming here and then I'm going straight to the apartment. Yabo? But then things changed, and then I now had to book accommodation. Then I booked this place. It's the only place that I could find because it's a weekend, and all the other places were full, and all the other places were expensive. This one was on the much better side because for 3 nights, it's like 2.7 or so. About 2.2 or 2.7, I've forgotten, but then it was 2 point something. And then the other one that I booked for a month, I literally booked it yesterday in the evening because I was like, you know what, it is what it is, and I can't keep on booking. I'm at 2 days, 3 days, 2 days, whatever. I was like, you know what? Let me just get this place. You got the available with an entire month available. Other places they are booked in between. So they were saying, well, like, no, we're booked on this day and day and day. So what we can do is we can accommodate you for a week, or we can accommodate you for 3 days, and then you can come back after. I was like, I don't want to be moving around. So let me just find a place that is available for the entire month and then book that. Booked the place yesterday. It was 25,000, but then I got a discount here 1,000, so it was 24 and something thousand. And then that's where we're going to move to on Monday. Lana, we're checking out on Monday, and then we're going to go to the new place where I'll be staying for a month. In as much as I'll be staying there, I still need to figure out in terms of like apartment. I need to get a proper apartment. I can't keep on staying for I can't keep on staying Kuma Airbnbs for a year. That's not cost effective. Imagine 24,000. Let's say if we get into an agreement with that guy, and then I'm saying that I'm going to stay there for a year, and then I'll be paying him his monthly rental, which is 24 point something thousand. It doesn't make financial sense. It doesn't make financial sense. So for now, because I'm stranded and no choice, yes, I will pay the 24,000. I've paid the 24,000, but then it's not, when you are now thinking of the future, it's not really, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make financial sense. So that has been my situation, and that's how I got to Cape Town, and that's why I'm in Cape Town, and that's what I'm doing in Cape Town, and this is my current accommodation situation. So I just thought that I should share it with you guys, because I like the reason why I opted for Cape Town. Oh, the reason why I came to Cape Town, I forgot to tell you, the reason why I came to Cape Town, or I chose Cape Town over the Centurion campus, was mainly because my whole life I've been in Joburg, so I was like, sometimes a change of scenery would make sense. And I mean, like I said, like I've always been sacrificing for people. So now it was all about like, okay, cool. Let it be about me for once. Let me sacrifice for me for once. Yeah, well, that's why I was like, let me just go to Cape Town where I'm far away from people, so that no one can blackmail me. Because ungazama ukungiblackmail ngise Cape Town yafaka ifoni ku do not disturb na ku airplane mode, uzongidweba kukai. Uzongidweba kukai. Uzombona kuphi. Unlike in Joburg, because you blackmail me, then the next minute you are now at my gate, or we bump into each other at the mall. Yeah, so I just wanted to be here and then just have a fresh start and see where life leads. So this is where we are currently in terms of life. I am a newly enrolled. This is my second qualification, by the way. I am doing 2 qualifications at the same time. So this is my second qualification. And yeah, I am now a fully enrolled culinary student in Cape Town. Hopefully this journey is going to bring out the best in me. There's a lot that I'm gonna learn. There's a lot that I'm gonna experience. There are times where I'm going to be like, oh, I should have just stayed in Joburg. But and I believe if and then uNkulunkulu would not have made it possible for me to get here. So everything that I do, ngiyacela kuNkulunkulu first. So I believe that I'm here for a reason. And my reason is soon to be seen. But then, yeah. So that's what's happening. And this is where, in terms of life, this is where we are, or this is where I am in terms of life. And I'm also taking you guys along because you've been part of the journey from the beginning. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. I'm tired now. I just want to rest. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. And thank you so much for reaching this part. I'll see you guys on the next vlog. I think on the next vlog, we'll be literally going to school, because we're starting school in Sunday, Monday. We have 2 days left. On Tuesday, we're starting school. In my uniform, Mizi, I did fittings today and they've ordered it. So I'm going to get it on Tuesday. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. I will see you on the next vlog. Bye. Stay safe. Don't forget to pray. I appreciate you guys so much. That's why I'm even taking you along and sharing personal things with you, because you guys have uplifted me. You guys, I am here because of you guys. You guys engaged with my cooking content. Till now, Namapan we cast iron. Till now, Master 7 Sama non-sticky pot. You guys are still writing with me, so I appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching this Netflix documentary with me. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.